Hello to everybody.
Hello guys.
Yourself?
We've
Yes.
got a full kitchen here today.
Say hi.
Seri's number one fan, Isabel, had to come say hello. I think we're going to see a lot of her tonight. The kids are super excited to see the girl who makes the exercise on TV in the house. So they've been chomping at the bit for this one. But how awesome is this, guys? I have the Queen of Darkness with me here.
In Coach Adrian's kitchen. How cool is
Have some
that?
fun. I sent out a little feeler to Seri and said, "What's your favorite dish?" She threw out some nachos.
Hello to everybody. How do we make this sound?
So I just had to Jefferize them a little bit and come up with a version that's a little bit better suited to a Wednesday night than a Friday night. And we're going to run you through it this evening. So why nachos?
We absolutely love Mexican food in our home. So hello, Raisha. So when I lived in the States for 4 or 5 years, America obviously is very big with Mexican cuisine, especially in the west side. West Coast is the best coast. And so really got hooked on Mexican food when I was living in the US. And then I have married an American who is obsessed, from Los Angeles, obsessed with Mexican food. On our first date, he actually said his favorite meal was a burrito, and I think I fell in love on the spot. And so, then every time we go back to the States, we just eat Mexican food. His family live in San Diego, and it's on the border of Mexico. He's been to Mexico, but I have to still get there.
On that bucket list.
Bucket list.
How often will you have some nachos? A weekly go?
It's our Sunday night or Saturday night meal, but it's very not Jefferized.
So we're doing a slightly milder version tonight. Chicken, you'll normally
Chicken,
go to?
yeah. Chicken sometimes mince, but chicken's normally I'll go to. Jeremy will sometimes do the non-chicken version and go vegetarian. I don't like beans. Jeremy loves beans, so sometimes I'll do the chicken version and give him the bean version.
So we gave you guys both options, vegetarian, black beans, or some nice chicken breasts. Got them both out there. They can even go together if you want. I'll run you through the ingredients just now and give you a couple minutes to catch up on any prep you need to do. We've still got 5 or 6 minutes, so we're just going to shoot the breeze for a little while, see who's all here.
So many. Hello, Bev and Jolene, and Coach Jade is in the house.
Comments. Yeah, I saw there was some swag going on. Who was wearing their socks. Have you got your socks on?
I don't have my socks on today.
But she's obviously in the MasterChef kitchen, so it'd be wrong.
I've wanted to wear one of these forever. Should I take my jumper off? I've wanted to wear one of these forever.
It's a special moment.
Yes.
We've got a new MasterChef.
Oh yes.
Fantastic.
Look at me, guys.
Look at that. Guys, I'm being made to look very short. It's normally the other way around. I'll just stand as close to the camera as I can.
I am like a giraffe.
She really is that tall. Even though we work in the same company, we don't get to see each other that much with social distancing and whatnot. But it's Seri's up there. So the giraffe's making me feel very short tonight.
Hello, Carmen. Hello, Bianca. Oh, there's my husband. Hello, Jake.
Hello, Jake.
Says hello. We're cooking.
Is he cooking along with us?
I don't think he is cooking, but we actually do have all the ingredients at home. So in our cupboard, is always corn chips. So our go-to are the Santa Ana's corn chips, and there's always cheese in our house, and there's always avos, and there's always sour cream. Those are like the always in our home. So we can always have nachos.
So if it's not nachos?
We'll have.
Burrito.
Jeremy eats wraps nearly every single day for meals. So, and he gets those beetroot ones from Woolies. But we always have wraps in our home as well. Yeah.
Let us know that you're here, guys. Remember, we've got an awesome competition tonight as well, a fantastic giveaway. If you can see some of these seed lip products.
Non-alcoholic.
Beautiful. So we've got 3 different varieties here.
That one's herbal.
It's a distilled non-alcoholic spirit. So it's lovely bit of flavor, no calories, no sweeteners, no sugars, no nothing in it. They've just pretty much used various botanicals and things to distill and get all the flavor out. And you can whip up some mixes. So you made yourself one. Seri, what do you have?
I have got the aromatic one. So with some sparkling water in here.
Nice. I'm gonna do one now, and
this one smells like cola tonic. I love cola tonic, yeah.
Cool. So all you need to do to enter the competition for the giveaway is check in, say that you're here, comment through the nights, whatever you feel like,
and hashtag seed lip,
and that'll get you there.
Seed and like lip, and this one's citrus. It smells delicious.
This one is garden.
Yes, guys, all you have to do is comment hashtag seed lip, and you can stand a chance to win a whole seed lip hamper. Non-alcoholic, delicious, Jefferized, approved. I love that you've made the word Jefferized now.
You don't even have to save it for your dad.
Oh, how funny. Did you see Nontlanga yesterday? She was waiting for the cook. She had all of her ingredients ready. Nontlanga, today is the right day.
I hope you've still got some left over to cook tonight with us.
Hello, Sam.
Greg's here from London.
Oh, yes.
Greg, good to see you again. Samantha Engel.
Taryn, Logan. So excited. Do you have all your ingredients ready, everybody? Super amped.
Pat Govender, good evening all. Arlene. Catherine, just had hashtag seedlip. Nice. No comment needed. Just hashtag seedlip. Carly as well, Rosalind. Nice.
I think lots of them have checked in already. Now they're getting their seedlip. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Alison. Hello, Trace and Clint. Can't smell anything. Well, let me tell you, it smells delish.
Just have to pretend.
This one smells like buchu. Quite nice.
So I'm gonna whip up one with a little bit of orange peel and elderflower. Seri just wanted hers straight up. I thought I'd be a little bit more.
Adrian's got his little ingredients. They can actually see your little ingredients there. Yeah, I'll chat to them while you make your little. Hello, Haley. I'm so excited. For those of you that are only joining in now, I was saying earlier as we got going that Mexican is our go-to. So it's our absolute favorite. Jeremy and I, when our first date actually, one of the questions that I asked Jeremy was like, what's your favorite go-to meal? And he said a burrito, and I think I fell in love on the spot. And I think he did as well, because I made burritos. So they are it's our go-to meal. It's our cheat meal that we have nearly every single, not cheat, sorry, treat. It's our treat meal.
I'm slowly when you say stop using the words cheat.
Exactly right. Hello, June. Hello, Penny. Hello, Christina. I dubbed myself the queen of guacamole. Let me just tell you, I put majority of my time into my guacamole, to be honest, when I make our nachos or our burritos. It's the thing that I always spend the most time on, because I feel like if you get the guac right, then your whole meal is going to be mwah. Hello, Anita. I'm so hungry. Seedlip, can't wait for this. Let me tell you, Sindine says Mexican food is my best. Mine too. Living in the States for 4 years, became obsessed. And then every time we go and visit Jeremy's family, they live in San Diego, which is on the border of Mexico. And I think when we went there last, breakfast was the only meal that we weren't having Mexican food for. Otherwise, we were going to different little gems and food trucks. Oh, cheers, look at this. Cheers, Coach Adrian, look at this.
What are you guys drinking tonight?
What's in your glass? Let us know. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Natalia. Let us know what is in your glass. Are your baby tomatoes already cooked?
Okay, let me run you through the ingredients.
Coach Adrian's going to run you through our lovely little ingredients.
So you need your whatever wrap you went for. So either normal corn or flour tortillas. I also got a low carb one that is pretty much turnips and carrots and things. So I'm going to show you both of those. Those are going to make our crisps. We've got a little bit of shredded lettuce, crispy lettuce, some iceberg, tomatoes, 200 grams. They are not cooked, they're fresh. So we're doing a nice sort of fresh taco bowl. What's great about this as well is with all these ingredients, you can do what you want with them really. I'll talk you through that as we go. But 200 grams of chopped tomatoes, about half a sliced red onion. We've got a little handful of some chopped coriander. Got 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Got 3 chicken breasts. There are 3 of us eating, so 3 of those. A spice mix that is some paprika and onion powder. And I found a little bit of taco spice kicking around the back of the cup, so that would go quite nicely. Some limes, some juice. Seri brought some avos for us. She said she's the queen of guac, so she's going to show us how she goes through all of that. And then a little bit of heat. You like your jalapenos?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you can't have any Mexican food without jalapenos.
Cheese wasn't on the ingredient list, but Seri needs a little bit extra. So I'm a little worried she's training too hard and not eating too much, so I'm going to load up a little extra. So we're going to bang those all out. If you've got a little more prep to do, the black beans as well.
Some people have asked you about the low carb wraps. So I think Woolies has quite a good range of low carbs, but also Pick and Pay as well. I also have seen some of their, and they're just asking, does it form part of the one-on-one plan, the low carb wraps?
Yeah. So the beauty of particularly these low carb wraps, and most of them, they're vegetable based. They'll be made from cauliflower alternatives or something, and just a little bit of like a cheese or a nut or something, flour to kind of bind it. So it's a nice way to keep it low carb, low calorie. Each of these wraps, I think they're about 60 or 70 calories, so not much at all. So on the one-on-one program, if your dinner is low carb, you'll obviously use a low carb wrap. If you didn't find any, that's totally cool. You just do everything else. We've got the protein from either your beans or your chicken, and we're going to load it up with some veg. If you were able to find some, I'm going to show you how to make some crackers with it or a bowl. So you can either eat out of your bowl and eat your bowl, or you can do some crisps out of everything. So stick your oven on, get it up to 180, boil some water, and get your prep done. And let us know if there's anything. There it's here. Right. Larissa got hers at Checkers. I got mine at Spa. There are all sorts of different brands now. These were truly good. Woolies has them there.
Jeremy has the beetroot ones.
Jeremy has the beetroot ones from Woolies.
Yeah, they're so nice.
So if they're either carrot or beetroot, they'll kind of be in between being totally non-starchy and like a normal wrap. And if it's like turnip or cauliflower or something like that, it'll be completely low carb.
What are the difference between your corn wrap? Because you get corn and flour.
Yeah.
Corn is obviously healthier, or not really?
About the same, it's just the taste.
Gotcha.
So corn's the traditional way of doing it, so they're harder to find. You can obviously find the corn crisp stuff.
Yes.
So it gives you, I like the flavour of it. So the nice corn flavour is better.
Tracy, Seedlip, do they make tequila flavour?
You should ask. Lisa, are you watching? If not, you might need to. I think these all come in from the UK. They need you to take.
What are we starting with, Coach Adrian?
All right. So Rosalind sent it next to this. Yeah.
I agree, Rose. I agree.
The unwraps frozen defrost now. You can defrost them in the microwave if you want, because they're going to go soft, and then we're going to stick them in the oven. So it's fine if you stick them in the microwave quickly. All right, so what we're going to start with, first thing I'm going to do is we're keeping our onions raw. So I've boiled the kettle, and we're just going to pour some hot water over it so it takes away that sort of tart, overly sort of acidic, not even acidic, but just very strong onion flavor. So if you want to have your onions raw, it's a cool way to do it. Just boil some water, let them sit for 10 minutes, and they're going to be much nicer, and then they're going to go into you put onions in your bowl.
I do.
Yeah, they'll go into berries.
I'm a big fan of red onion. I don't know why they call it red onion though, because they're purple, right? But I can eat red onion. I can eat onion like that, yeah.
So if you don't need to pour the water over it, don't worry about doing it. So I've got the onions. You've got your onions, and your kettle's boiled. I'll just test. Just cover it and let it sit on the side for 10 minutes. Okay. Right, so that's first thing. Then we're going to get onto the wraps, Seri.
Yes.
So we're going to do them a couple different ways. One of them, if you've got a bowl that can go into the oven, we're just doing this to make it look cool. So it's going to go over that like a hat, and we're going to stick it in the oven, and it's going to form the shape, and we're going to put everything in there because you don't have to do the dishes. You can just eat it at the end, break a little bit off, and it's a little bit of fun.
It's going to form like a tostada for those of you that have had tostadas before.
Yeah. So if you're doing it this way, stick your wrap in the microwave for 10 seconds. It'll go soft. We're going to put a little bit of oil on it, and just so it doesn't stick to the bowl. And then we're going to wrap it in there, pop it in the oven. Okay.
Oh yes.
So let's stick that in the microwave.
Our wrap's going in the microwave, people.
Just 10 seconds.
Super excited. The purple onions. I keep saying to Jeremy, why do they call them red onions? They're not red. Susan, that's a great tip for onions. I know, I didn't even know that tip. I just eat them as is. Had no idea on the hot water onion trick. Look at you guys learning all these tricks. Me too. It's amazing. Antonio, just watching tonight. It's freezing and raining in Cape Town. I know it's cold, but no better dish than some nachos.
Yeah.
So we've got a nice warm tortilla here, fresh out the microwave. And I believe we are...
Is that the warm one? Sorry.
Yeah, this is the warm one.
So just brush one side with a little bit of olive oil.
I'm brushing this.
Okay.
The wrap. Can they see me here? Yes, they can. Oh, yes. Brushing my side of my wrap so it doesn't stick. Not too much oil.
A little bit. And then you're going to form it over that. That makes a nice...
You see? Forming it over. It doesn't stick. Oh, it's going to make us a beautiful little bowl. Stay like that.
Yeah. Just needs to hold everything.
I've actually never done it like this before. This is super exciting. Going in.
Cool.
Going into the oven.
Your oven should be at about 180, and that's going to be 6 or 7 minutes. If you don't have a bowl, all we're going to do is stick these guys. You can put a little bit of oil on one side. So if you're doing your low carb or your normal wrap, just give the one side a little bit of a dusting. And we'll put it on a baking tray and get them a little toasty. Okay, let's do the low carb one as well. You want to keep an eye on these. They will go crispy quite quickly. So all you want to do is get them a little sort of toasted, get them out the oven, and they'll carry on drying a little bit, but you don't want them to go horrible.
It's going in the oven. Oh, yes.
Cool. Super simple. Right. How easy is that?
Super easy.
Okay. Should we get on to cooking the chicken?
Yes.
Right, so your chicken should be nicely diced.
Here it is.
There we go. I'll give you a bowl. So what we're going to do is spice it up.
Correct.
Chicken?
Yeah. So chicken is in the bowl. Am I using all of these, all the spices?
Thank you.
Do you have more garlic powder for my guacamole?
I do.
Yes. It's gone in. Team, all our spices. Do you have a spoon for me, Coach Adrian?
So that was the garlic powder and the paprika and the random taco spice I found in the cupboard, which I thought would make it taste very nice. And they'll go in there. You want a little bit of salt on it, season.
I love salt. That's my...
And pour
the rest of our olive oil in there.
And just give that a good mix around.
What are our peeps saying?
So Jane wanted to know what to do without the bowls. So I showed you that one. So not a problem. So the bowl will give us the shape to fill. If not, as soon as it comes out, we're just going to chop it into little tortilla shapes or crisp shapes.
Perfect for you guys. Great.
Nice potato. Is everyone on track?
Is your chicken spiced and ready to go? Does it look like this?
So Jodie's using kidney beans. So you can spice the kidney, if you're using kidney or black beans or whatever you're doing. Spice them up. It'll be a nice way to get some more spice and flavor into there. And you can just heat them through in the pan the same way we're going to cook the chicken now. Okay. So Seri's got some lovely spicy chicken done.
Yep.
And
This is our pan on, ready to go.
pan over medium heat.
This is the question that I always have. Is it important to wait till your pan is super hot, or does it not matter? I get told you have to wait until it's super hot first.
So better to do it that way, so that whatever you're cooking, when we're talking meats or chickens, if it's hot, it'll seal the outside nicely so you don't essentially boil it.
Often I find if it's not hot, it also leaks a lot of water.
You lose all that moisture out of it. It gets a little bit tough and dry. So if your pan's up to heat before you add it, it's going to be better that way. It's also why I like our chicken and meat, we should take out the fridge about half an hour to an hour before we cook it so it gets room temperature.
I don't do that.
I've got one more thing that I really want to teach everyone tonight.
Ooh,
Tomatoes. Please don't store them in the fridge.
really?
Yes. So
So do these babies stay up the whole time?
Those stay out.
Do you put them as like your fruit bowl?
Yeah, so they stay in the fruit bowl. Much better flavor. Otherwise, tomatoes don't taste.
So many things. Mine are always in the fridge.
So if you want your tomato to taste a little bit better, keep them out.
This is revolutionary.
Cool. So our pan's coming to heat in the background.
Yes, it is.
Take you over there. We're going to put a splash of cooking oil and we're just going to cook the chicken off.
Amazing.
There we go. Give it a little drizzle of olive oil. I'm going to show you what Seri is doing.
A little drizz. It might have been a little bit more than a drizz, but you'll forgive me. Okay, it feels nice and warm actually.
Cool.
Are we ready?
Do it.
Are we ready? Going in. Oh yes.
So the spicy chicken has gone in.
And then what's your technique on how much you touch your meat while it's cooking? I'm like a big fapper, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yes, it does matter. Don't fap. Don't fap. Oh my god.
The more you play with it, the more heat you're going to lose out of it. So you just want to seal it, let it cook. Every couple of minutes we'll stir it around a little bit.
Oh, delicious.
Getting all the spices going already.
Oh, does yours smell good already? First 5 seconds. Sizzle, sizzle, yes. Catherine, Susan. My mom used to keep your tomatoes out. Your mom was a wise woman.
It's the only way. Otherwise they just don't taste like it.
It smells delicious.
Tomato tip. Loving the seedlip hashtags. Plenty of entries to our competition. You guys are going to love them. This is really nice.
Delicious.
So I used the, not that one.
I used that one, I think. I used this one.
Seedlip Garden
I used the aromatic one.
with some
Delicious.
elderflower cordial,
You
sparkling
even put
water, and a little bit of mint and lemon. Delicious. A nice, tasty, refreshing drink that is pretty close to calorie free. There's a little bit from the elderflower, but other than that, totally guilt free.
Adrian, they could earn that apron. Don't you worry, Jono. Can I turn it now yet?
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah. Oh, it smells delicious. My word.
Keep an eye on your tortillas. They might be ready.
Tortillas are coming out. Oh, they look good. How's our little tostada looking?
Good.
How are your little tortillas looking, eh? Oh, let me show you. Look at this. So it's made a nice little bowl over here. Our little wraps are nice and brown. Oh, that bowl's going to be good.
Lovely.
Chicken is going.
Okay, while the chicken cooks, Seri, do you want to run us through what you do with your
My guacamole, my food. Do indeed. Let me leave that there. I'm going to leave. I'm handing over chicken duties to you.
Cool. Got it.
Team, but we need that little over. Thank you. So we are going into our guac. Now, let me tell you, the key to good guacamole is having good, beautiful avocados. Beautiful avocados. I've got these beautiful avos here from the Eastern Cape. Can I use this bowl?
Yeah.
Amazing. Actually, I'll use that one. So first thing, get a nice little bowl. You see me here? Yes, you can. Next thing, I remove my pips. And I preferably like to use a spoon or a fork. And my little trick for getting all my avo out is I actually just, if your avos are really nice and ripe, I just actually like to cut my avos directly out of the skin with my spoon or with my fork. If you've got beautiful avos, it should come out so nicely. You guys might have better tricks. This is kind of my go-to to get my avo out as much as possible. We eat so many avos, probably too many avos actually. It's our go-to for any of our wraps, but in your guacamole, it's so vital to have fresh, beautiful avocados. I've got a huge, massive one here, so I think we might actually be good for just one avo. depending on the size of your avo, it might be depending on how many you need. Coach Adrian, do you have a fork for me?
Do? If you want to know if anyone else's kitchen is absolute chaos, this is the messiest our kitchen has been. Mexican food needs a lot of ingredients, so there are a lot of bowls. We've got mixing going on.
Yeah, huge mixing.
Seri's really set a challenge here.
Well, with your guacamole, there's two types of guacamole. There's two types of people. There's the one person that likes really smooth guacamole, and then there's other people that like chunky guacamole. I'm kind of in between, so I like to mush it where it's like still got its chunk, but it's not completely at a smooth consistency. So right now it's got its nice little chunk over here. Now the next thing I do is I add in my onions, my red onions. They're actually purple, but we'll call them red onions. Do we have those? Hello, do we have those red onions? So these red onions have been beautiful in the hot water. Coach Adrian is busy draining them right now. Smelling delicious, I know. So over here are my beautiful, beautiful red onions. And I like to put quite a lot of red onion in, so it's completely up to you on how much you like red onion, but also I guess how much avocado you have. So depending on how much avo you have will be dependent on how much red onion you have. And I like to mix my red onion into my guacamole. I like it to be chunky, I like it to have lots of bits. I also like a lot of it, to be honest. Completely up to you how much you put in there. But that's the first little trick, putting my red onion into my guac. Now it's got really nice consistency, got my red onion in. The next thing I do is I add my coriander. We call it coriander here, right?
Yep.
In the States they call it, I forget the name. But a lot of people don't like coriander.
Coriander is one of those love or hate things.
Yeah, and I
There's no one on the fence about it.
love coriander. So I've got this whole bowl here of coriander. Here it is. And I'm actually going to put the entire thing of coriander in here. Because it just literally tastes delicious. So I mix my coriander into my guacamole. Just like this. Oh, yes. So now we've got this beautiful bowl that has this coriander, this red onion. The next thing that we need to do,
Cilantro.
Cilantro, that's the word. That is the word. Cilantro, everyone's telling me. Thank you. You guys are amazing. The next thing we do is we need to add limes over here. If you don't have limes, you can use lemons as well. Limes are the preferred method of the Mexican culture. So we have some limes here. Coach Adrian, do you have a knife for me? Of course he does. Look at these beautiful kitchen knives that can take your finger off. So I actually cut my, I'm not really, I don't know if there's a better way. Adrian, you'll be able to know. You'll be able to tell me. But I actually cut my limes in half, and then I put my hand over almost like to catch the seeds if there are seeds. And I just squeeze all of the juice into my bowl. Now I'm sure there's a better method and there's lots of juices and all of that kind of stuff, but I'm old school and I just squeeze every little drip into this bowl, and I actually put a full lime in. Hello. Mix. Have you said hi to everybody? Hi. And then stir that lime in. Oh yes. Do you like avocado? Yeah, me too. It's delicious. Let me tell you. Now the thing to good guacamole is constant taste. Now, right now, I know that I'm going to taste it. And I know that it's going to need so much spice. So the next thing that I do is that you have to have salt and pepper in your guacamole. So I'm going to actually mess on the apron because that's what they're for.
That's
right?
what it's for.
Angie, roasted crushed coriander seeds in guacamole is yummy. Oh, that sounds delicious. Now I'm a big seasoner, so I'm going to put some nice salt in here, some nice pepper, and I'm going to ask Coach Adrian for some garlic, some beautiful garlic spice for me, because garlic makes everything better. You can obviously decide what you like. We've got garlic powder over here. I'm going to put some garlic powder in here. And I'm going to mix that up. So to recap, avocado, red onion, cilantro, salt, pepper, garlic powder.
tells us this in Cape Town it's called Dania.
Is it? Oh, it's starting to taste delicious. Now once I start tasting it, I start tasting what more it needs. So I can add a little bit more of the garlic
How
powder.
professional is this? Taste.
Taste. A little bit more salt, definitely more pepper. And I think I can get even a little bit more out of my lime. And I stir again. And once again, I'm going to taste. Oh, it's starting to taste really good. So I actually think mine is really, really good right now. I think I've got the ratios right. This is how my guac bowl looks. There it is.
Amazing.
How does your guac bowls look? You obviously don't have to add all the ingredients in. Some people put tomatoes in their guacamole as well. I'm not one of those people. I like to add my tomatoes fresh. Oh, look at this chicken, Coach Adrian.
Chicken's done.
Guac's done.
Guac's done.
That tastes really good.
Everything's almost ready to assemble, actually.
Here's our chicken. How's everyone's chicken? Harissa is a good addition. Very, very good addition. Harissa is really good as well. Squeeze lime or lemon. Love the smell. Tasting is so important, Coach Adrian. Best seasoning balance. Boom.
Yes, Michelle.
Yummy. Sandine.
How's everyone doing?
Let us know.
We are winning. So, chicken should be cooked. If you're using black beans or kidney beans, whatever you're using, get those into the spice flavor. Last thing I'm going to do from a prep point of view, the sour cream, you can leave it like it is. I just like to thin it a bit so that we get a bit of a better drizzle. So just a little bit of water, just some cold water, and a mix.
How does this chicken taste?
It smells pretty good.
Oh, tastes delicious. Chicken done. Smells so good. Guac looks lekker. Yes. My mouth is watering. Mine too.
Okay, so my sour cream's now just nice and runny.
Did you just literally add some water?
Just a little bit of water. You can season it if you want, but I think we've got enough seasoning going on. But if you didn't use anywhere else and you want to flavor that up, give it another flavor, that's cool. We're keeping our tomatoes fresh. If you want to blitz them up into like a tomato puree, that's also cool. You can combine them with the onions. You can cook them off, depending kind of where you want to go with this. That's a great thing about these ingredients. You can play around a little bit. We want to keep this fresh. So our wrap bowls.
Look how good these look. Look how good these look.
Got 2 of those.
Oh man, these look good.
Our wraps that came out the oven are nice and solid now. So all we need to do is cut those into chips. So if you want to do the bowls, keep them in the bowls. Otherwise, if you didn't do the bowl, just make these nice and toasty. And we're just going to slice them into chips. We're going to layer things up, stick them in there, and they're going to be ready to go. It's super simple. How is everybody doing? The daughters are cooking tonight, the granddaughters. Bravo. Looks fantastic. The guac is good, Michelle says. Tanya, I don't know if you allowed sour cream on the one-on-one. So remember, most of the one-on-one programs will have a source of fat in dinner. So yeah, you can kind of choose it or go half and half between a few. So the guacamole, the avocado would be that. So about 35 grams of avo is 1 portion of fat. So you can do a little dollop of that and a little dollop of sour cream if you want to. Because sour cream would be about a tablespoon size for your fat portion. Otherwise, like Tanya's doing, you can use the yogurt, and then it's a little bit better, lower fats, some protein in there. And you wouldn't be adding the cheese because you've only got one sauce, but for Seri's gonna add on a little bit.
Seri gets some nice. Oops, burnt the wraps. Don't worry, you can put them in again. That's the best thing about the wraps. They take so quick. As long as you have extras. If you have extras.
Sarah, hello. She's late but back. Nice to see you again.
Yay!
Brilliant. Minnie, because it looks amazing.
So we've cut our little.
How beautiful do those look?
Look how nice these look.
So the nice thing about using wraps compared to chips is that this one wrap is 20 grams of carbs. So it's about a slice of bread. If you had crisps or any sort of chips, you're getting carbs and loads of fats in there and all sorts of things. So it's a nice, easy way to balance it out and make what's normally a choice meal maybe like a sort of weekly.
I didn't know that.
Nice easy way. So, pretty cool. Obviously, if you've gone the low carb route with the low carb wrap, it's just like non-starch. Fantastic.
Would cottage cheese work for low carb instead of sour cream?
Yeah. We said that would also work. You could use some cottage cheese in there. So you can then mix and match between your protein portions. You could either use the chicken, you could use the black beans, you could use the cottage cheese, and all of those are giving you the protein content in your one-on-one program.
Jeremy, Seri, the house is on fire. Sort it out, Jeremy. Sort it out.
Robin Drea, I hope you're loving your one-on-one program. Just started this week. Coconut yogurts.
Hi, Alison.
So coconut yogurt's also going to be a source of fat. Predominantly fat and multi-seed wraps from Woolies as well. Cool. Hello, Alison. Judith's here, all the way from the UK. Looking good.
Sam Paddock is in the house.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
All right, guys. So now we're pretty much done. We've just got to put it together.
Ooh, this is the best part.
So
Are we going to do 2 different versions?
yeah, we're going to do
Are we using this?
that can be one of the
Please.
bowls. Yeah.
Do I put both or one?
So do one or whatever you want. So if you're using low carb chips, we're just going to start stacking them in there. Seri's going to wing this one and show us how she
We're going to wing it.
create her
Our little bowl.
bowl of goodness.
We like to put our chips on the side of our bowl, so that normally because we have lots of cheese, so that when you pull it out, it's like very cheesy. Give them a little bit of space. Look at this.
Cool.
Okay. What do you want next? Chicken.
Yeah, let's put a bit of chicken in there.
Oh yes. You'll have to
Let's do
help
some
me.
lettuce first.
Lettuce. Okay. You'll have to help me on portion controls, not my straight.
Just there we go. We'll do the other version while we go.
So
you
I've
can
added
see
my
the
lettuce in here.
If you're doing the cup, lettuce in the
Then we're getting some chicken next. Is that right?
Yep.
And how much chicken would you say for one portion?
So it's a third of that is one breast.
Okay. Probably about 3 tablespoons of this, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
There you go. That good?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
And this one? Oh, this looks so good. It smells so good. Are your glasses fogging up, Adrian?
They are. It was deliciousness. Hot in here. Yeah. You didn't chop the chicken so well.
Okay. So we've got our chicken in there. Oh, it's looking so good. I don't know if you guys, let me bring this a bit closer. You can see the
Indeed, where you meant to fry the beans. If you wanted to, you could. You could warm them up with the spices. So if you want to add a little bit in here, Seri's won't, but why not? So if you're going to mix and match your sources of protein, you can do a little bit of black beans and chicken, which will be cool. If you didn't use the chicken, the black beans, 75 grams, one portion of protein, so about a good handful size of that. What do you want to stick on there next?
I think I'm going to go with some tomatoes now. Here's my spoon. I'm going to add, I feel like tomatoes are just the bomb. You have like an array of tomatoes here.
Yeah, I found a nice little rainbow mixture. Yellow, and green, and red, and all sorts.
We have our tomatoes. Then we have our jalapenos over here. Depends on how much spice you like. Do you like spice?
I like spice.
Let's add them on. Just using my fingers.
How's everyone else's plating going? So that's great. You can kind of just mix and match whatever you like, the flavors that you like, the things that you enjoy, and you can go wild. You've got the base, you tick the box with your protein, you've got loads of color and fiber going on here, so it's really good.
Now the best part is our guac and our sour cream. So here, once again, portion control for someone like Seri. So when I put my guac over, Jeremy likes to have it evenly spread. So I'm just going to put 2 dollops over here on the sides. And Coach Adrian is going to get his on top.
Thank you.
Don't know, does that look like a good amount, Coach Adrian? That looks good.
Another good way to portion control your fat is with your thumb. So 1 thumb size from base to tip. A good way to kind of do that. If you need a little bit more energy, you'll do 2 thumb.
And with this sour cream, same thing.
Good drizzle.
Drizzle. Let's drizzle this baby on. Oh man, this looks good. Oh yes.
Nice.
Look at this. Look at this beauty.
How good does that look? If you want a little bit extra, sort of chuck in the cheese, Seri's most probably going to want to.
Probably going to chuck in some cheese. If I was doing this, I would probably pop it in the oven just to melt a little bit. But melted cheese is actually worse, is it? Is it? Is like, I don't know. Someone told me that if you melt cheese, it's worse for you than normal cheese. Is that rubbish? That's what I thought. Jeremy, I lied to you. So here's the cheese option. Oh, looks so good. And look at this bowl.
The bowl of it.
Look at that bowl. I've never done it, but I think this is so cool. It's like a little tostada, and then you can just break it off and dip.
Go. Fantastic. Super simple. It might need a little bit of salt and pepper just to finish it. If you hadn't used all the coriander in the guac, put some on top. Some garnish.
We can't have a cook together without a little taster, Coach Adrian. Look at this. I'm putting a little bit more salt and pepper because I can't help myself. Are you going to taste some of yours?
Yeah. Breaks nicely. It's probably going to be quite messy.
But that's what Mexican food is all about, right? How is it? Delicious. Look at this bite.
Okay. Get up in there.
Oh my gosh.
Nice, fresh nachos, not loaded with all the extras that you might kind of normally do. You can still balance it out, just get your portions right, play around with a few things, and a good way to do it. Pretty quick as well. We spoke a lot of rubbish, but we still got it done in a bit of half an hour. Good go.
Yeah.
So it was a success.
We want to see pictures of your nacho bowls.
Post it up on Jeff Together.
Tag
us. Remember, you still got some chances. #seedlip.
Gabby says she used every dish in the house.
Is it midnight there yet? I think it might have.
I think it is. She stays up so late just to cook with us. How cool.
The big boss, Jono, says a big announcement tomorrow at 7 p.m. So tune in.
So exciting.
Well, Seri obviously knows what that's all about. So tune in with us then. Remember, post your pics, add your comments, #seedlip, show us the mess of your kitchen. I'm going to keep Seri around a little longer so she can clean all the dishes that she
I'm stuffing my face over here. It's too good. Taryn Logan. Yes, Tarry. Show us your pictures. We want to see your bowls. Before you tuck into them, post them on the group so we can see your beautiful creations. Let us know how it tastes. Mine tastes delicious. My word.
Good. We'll feed the hordes here and let you guys get to your food as well. As always, been loads of fun. Seri, thanks
for having me in your kitchen.
Absolute pleasure. Next week, we're in Kiri Paddock's kitchen for a nice,
excited.
A nice little vegetarian dish. It's going to be fantastic, packed with flavour. So next Wednesday, we're going to have a bit of fun out there. So join us again, and in a full week from here on out. Remember, if you haven't yet, go register for the run next weekend. You registered, Seri? Yeah?
I registered. So excited. Jeremy registered as well.
Nice.
I can't wait. And Jules and I are going to be talking you through that. It's going to be so much fun. Next Saturday.
Go and do it. As always, guys, get your tick as well, your dot. If you haven't, get your nutrition dot.
Go get your dot.
Make sure you do it. Keep sending your questions in, your comments, your picks, everything. We're going to spend the next few minutes going through them. It's been fun.
While we smash this food in our face.
Seri's hungry. Guys, thanks so much. See you next week.
You guys are legends. Toodaloo.